My child, this message was written for you alone, out of countless voices speaking at this very moment, out of endless noise competing for your attention, out of millions of words scrolling past tired eyes. I chose these specific words to reach you here. I guided your path to this moment. I quieted your heart just enough to make you pause. You are here because I wanted you here, not because you searched cleverly, not because you were fortunate, but because I called you softly, and you responded without even knowing it was my voice. You did not arrive here by chance. Nothing about this moment is random, hurried, or misplaced. Heaven itself arranged this meeting with precision and care. Long before you saw these words appear on your screen, I saw you. Long before you felt the pull to stop scrolling, I knew this would be the exact moment you were ready to truly listen. Every unexpected delay that brought you here at this precise time, every turn that seemed to take you off course, but actually positioned you perfectly, every pause that felt like interruption but was actually divine orchestration, all of it was guided. You were not wandering aimlessly, you were being led with intention and love, out of millions of people living their lives right now, moving through their days, scrolling through their feeds, your eyes landed here, and your heart felt something shift. That shift is not mere curiosity. It is not coincidence. It is recognition. Something deep within you knows this moment carries weight, even if your logical mind cannot fully explain why yet. Knowing rises from a place words cannot reach. It comes from me. It is the sound of your spirit recognizing my voice after a long season of static. My child, I know every question you have whispered in moments when no one else could hear. I know the prayers you formed with words, and the ones you prayed with tears, and the ones you could only pray with silence because you were too exhausted to speak. I know the questions you stopped asking aloud because it hurt too much to keep hoping for answers. I know the confusion you carried quietly, never letting anyone see how lost you sometimes felt. I know the doubts you never shared because you thought they revealed weakness. This message will answer what you have been asking, not all at once in ways that overwhelm you, but deeply and honestly in ways that settle your spirit. Do not doubt why you are here right now. Doubt will try to convince you this is just another moment, just another video, just another passing thought that will fade by tomorrow. Do not listen to that voice. Do not minimize what you are feeling in your chest right now. You were selected. You were seen. You were drawn here on purpose. I do not waste moments and I do not speak without intention. If you are here reading these words, it is because there is something I need you to understand about yourself, about me, about the journey you have been walking. Settle your thoughts now. Let go of the urge to rush ahead or to analyze everything before you have heard it fully. What you are about to hear was not meant for everyone who will come across these words. It was meant specifically for you. That is why it feels personal. That is why it feels precise. That is why it feels like it reaches into places you have not spoken about even to those closest to you. You may have felt overlooked before passed by, forgotten in rooms full of people who seem to matter more. You may have wondered why others seemed to receive clarity so easily while you waited in confusion, why answers came quickly to some while you wrestled with silence that stretched on for months or years. Hear me clearly now, my beloved. You were never invisible to me. I have always known exactly where you were. I have always known what you were carrying, even when you tried to hide the weight. Being chosen does not always look like being first. Sometimes it looks like being prepared quietly in ways others cannot see. I chose this exact moment because you are ready in ways you were not before. Ready to hear truth without it breaking you. Ready to receive clarity without it overwhelming you. Ready to understand answers that once would have only confused you more. Growth happens quietly. My child, readiness often arrives without announcement. You have grown even when you felt completely stuck. Even when you thought nothing was changing, transformation was happening beneath the surface. Out of millions, you are here not because you are somehow better than others, but because your journey shaped you uniquely for this moment. Your waiting was not wasted. Your disappointment was not meaningless. Your questions were not signs of weakness. Your endurance through seasons that made no sense positioned you to recognize this call instead of scrolling past it. Many would dismiss it. Many would ignore it. You stayed. That tells me something important about your heart. Type, I believe you, Lord. even when my eyes cannot see if you are walking forward by faith alone. This message is only for you because I am speaking directly into your specific season, your specific questions, your specific heart. Others may hear these same words, but the meaning that settles inside you is tailored precisely to you. I speak broadly enough that many can hear, but I touch personally enough that you feel known. I know how to reach you without you having to explain yourself to me. Do not rush past this moment because you think you already know what I will say. Do not assume you have heard this before somewhere else. Familiar language can carry entirely fresh truth when the heart is finally ready to receive it. Stay open. Let your guard down. You do not need to protect yourself from me. You are safe to listen here. You were drawn to this moment because I want to restore something in you. Not just comfort you briefly and send you back to the same struggles, but actually realign you at a core level. Not just answer one question, but quiet many that have been circling in your mind for too long. Not just encourage you with kind words, but steady you with truth that becomes foundation. This is not a random pause in your day. This is an intentional turning point. I know part of you wonders why this had to happen this way. Through a screen, through words you are reading, instead of a voice you are hearing audibly, through a quiet moment, instead of something dramatic and undeniable. Understand this truth. I often speak most clearly when the world around you is quiet enough for you to actually hear. I meet you where you are, not where you think I should be. Out of millions, you are here because your heart still listens even when it is tired. Because you still hope even when you try to protect yourself from hoping. Because you still ask even when answers seem impossibly slow in coming. Those qualities matter more than you realize. They are why you recognize this moment as significant instead of ignoring it. You may not fully understand yet why this feels so important. You do not need to understand everything immediately. Understanding will unfold as you continue listening for now. Simply trust the pull you feel. Trust the sense that you were meant to stop here. Trust the peace mixed with seriousness that is settling in you. That combination is my presence meeting your attention. This message was not designed to rush you or pressure you into something you are not ready for. It was designed to meet you exactly where you are, to remind you that you are deeply known, to show you that your questions were heard even when heaven seems silent, to assure you that there is profound purpose even in the waiting you did not choose and would not have chosen for yourself. Stay with me, my child. Let the noise of the world fade into the background. Let comparison fall away. Let doubt loosen the grip it has had on your thoughts. You are not just one voice among millions to me. You are my child, and I speak to you as one who matters deeply, individually, irreplaceably. You are here because I chose this specific moment for you. You are listening because your spirit recognizes my voice even when doubt tries to question it. And what you are about to hear will answer what you have been asking. Not always in the ways you expected or the timeline you wanted, but in the ways you truly need. Do not minimize this moment. Do not explain it away with logic or coincidence. Receive it with humility and trust. Out of millions, you are here. And that is not by chance. That is by design. My design. My child, you were chosen, not randomly found. I want you to hear that slowly. Let it settle deep within you where truth lives. You did not stumble into this moment by accident, by curiosity, by algorithm, or by chance. You were guided with intention. I drew you here because I know you, I see you, and I care for you in ways you have not fully understood until now. Out of millions of people living their lives at this very moment, breathing the same air, walking the same earth, your path intersected with this message because heaven guided it so. Does that mean others are unseen, number? It means this moment was prepared specifically for you. I know how easy it is for you to think you are just one among many, easily overlooked, easily replaced, easily forgotten when something or someone more interesting comes along. That way of thinking did not come from me. It came from moments where you felt invisible, uncared for, or delayed while others moved forward. But invisibility has never been your story with me. Please support our channel. Our work focuses on bringing truth and peace into your life and nurturing genuine devotion. If you would like to support us, you may do so through Super Thanks. I chose you intentionally, my beloved. I did not select you because you were perfect, strong, or without doubt. I chose you because your heart is honest, because you still listen even when you are tired of listening. Because you still search even when you feel unsure if you will find anything. I chose you because you have endured quietly when others might have given up loudly. Because you questioned deeply instead of accepting easy answers. Because you continued forward even when clarity felt impossibly distant. These things matter far more than you realize. You may have asked yourself before why certain moments seemed to find you while others passed you by. Why certain messages felt like they spoke directly into your life, while others faded quickly from memory. Why you felt drawn to pause when logic told you to keep moving. That pull was not random. It was alignment. It was me calling you gently, waiting for the moment when you would stop long enough to hear what I have been trying to tell you. I want to remove every trace of coincidence thinking from your heart right now. Coincidence says this moment has no real meaning. Coincidence says your presence here is replaceable with anyone else. Coincidence says nothing actually changes whether you listen or not. That is not true. This moment matters because you matter. Your listening matters. Your response matters. Not to an algorithm, not to a channel, to me. You were chosen not because you are better than others, but because your journey shaped you to be ready now in ways you could not have been ready before. There were lessons you needed to learn first. There were layers of false belief you needed to shed. There were questions you needed to wrestle with before answers could land safely in your heart without crushing you. If this message had reached you earlier, you might have heard the words but not truly received them. If it had come later, you might have missed the window it was meant to open in your life. This timing is precise. I have been watching you longer than you realize. I have seen the way you try to understand life deeply instead of skimming along the surface. I have seen how you reflect on your experiences, how you replay moments searching for meaning, how you look for lessons even in disappointment. I have seen how you carry questions inside you without always knowing who to ask, or whether asking would even help. You are not overlooked in those moments, you are known. When I say you were chosen, I am not speaking in vague or symbolic terms that could mean anything to anyone. I am speaking personally and specifically. I know your story. I know the things you doubt about yourself. I know the areas where you feel behind and the places where you wonder if you will ever catch up. I know the quiet fear that whispers maybe you already missed your moment. That fear does not speak truth. I do. You are not randomly found because I do not operate randomly. I move with purpose, and I move with care. Even when your life feels chaotic, even when your path seems unclear, I am not guessing, I am guiding. There were times you felt lost, but you were never out of my sight. There were times you felt delayed, but delay was not denial. It was preparation you could not see happening. You may struggle to believe that you were intentionally chosen because you measure yourself by visible outcomes. You look at what others have achieved. You compare timelines. You question whether your progress is enough or whether you are falling further behind with each passing year. But I do not measure you the way the world does. I look at the heart. I look at growth that cannot be posted on social media or praised publicly. I look at resilience, humility, and willingness. And I see all of that in you. This message reached you because your heart was open enough to recognize it. Many hear words without hearing meaning. Many see moments without sensing their weight. You sensed weight here. You paused. That tells me something about you. It tells me you are still listening even when you feel uncertain. I want you to feel the intimacy of this moment. I am not speaking to a crowd right now. I am speaking to you. I know your name. I know your thoughts before you think them fully. I know the things you have not said out loud because they felt too vulnerable or too shameful to speak. I know the hopes you keep guarded because they have been disappointed before. You do not need to explain yourself to me. I already understand. You were chosen not to be burdened but to be guided, chosen not to be pressured but to be reassured, chosen not to be isolated but to be reminded that you are not alone in your questions or in your journey. Authority does not mean distance with me. Authority and care move together. When I speak with authority, it is because I am protecting what matters most in your life. I want to establish something firmly in your heart right now. You do not need to earn this moment. You do not need to prove you deserve to be here reading these words. You are here because I invited you. Full stop. Let that truth quiet the voice that tells you you are not good enough, or not ready enough. Out of millions, you are here because your life is not random. Your questions are not pointless. Your struggles are not signs of failure. They are part of a story that is still unfolding. You are not behind in the story. You are inside it, living it, being shaped by it. I know you sometimes feel small in a world that moves so fast. I know you sometimes wonder if your life makes any real difference beyond your immediate circle of family and friends. Hear me clearly now. Your life matters to me deeply. Your listening matters. Your response matters. That is why I speak to you with both clarity and care. Do not let doubt talk you out of this truth. Doubt will say this message could be for anyone, but the way it lands in you is unique. The way it touches specific questions, specific feelings, specific moments in your personal history is not generic. That is personal. That is intentional. Comment Jesus, you have my forever. Yes, if you have surrendered to His calling with an open heart. I chose you because I am invested in where you are going, not just where you have been. I am invested in what you are becoming, not just what you have survived. This moment is part of that investment. It is a reminder that you are not wandering aimlessly through your days. You are being led with intention and love. Let this truth settle you. You do not need to strive for my attention. You already have it. You do not need to compete for worth. You are already valued. You do not need to fear being overlooked. You are seen clearly. You were chosen, not randomly found. This moment is proof that your life is held, guided, and known intimately. Stay with me as this understanding deepens. I am not finished speaking to you yet. What comes next builds on this foundation. You belong here, and you were meant to hear this now. My child, I have been watching you and calling you long before you recognized my voice clearly. I was present before you understood what you were feeling, before you had words for your questions. You have never walked alone, not for a single moment. Even when you thought you were moving on your own strength, I was there steady, attentive, close. I saw you in the early days when hope felt simple and faith felt easy. I watched as life grew more complex and your questions deepened. I noticed when your prayers changed, when they became quieter, shorter, and sometimes replaced entirely by silence. You wondered if I noticed that change. I did. Silence did not hide you from me. It drew my attention closer. I was there in the moments of restlessness you could not explain. The nights when sleep came but rest did not. The mornings when you woke up already tired, carrying a weight you could not name. You told yourself it was stress or responsibility. But beneath all of that was a calling stirring, an awareness forming. That was me calling you gently, not to disturb you, but to prepare you. I watched you wrestle with unanswered questions. You asked why certain doors closed without warning. You wondered why timing never seemed to align the way you hoped. You questioned whether you misunderstood me or missed something important. Those questions did not offend me. They mattered to me. I held them with care, even when you felt they echoed back unanswered. There were moments you prayed boldly and moments you barely whispered my name. I heard all of it. I did not sort your prayers into categories of strong or weak. I received them as they were, honest, tired, hopeful, confused. Every prayer reached me, even the ones you thought were too small or too broken to matter. I was present when you almost moved forward and then hesitated, when you felt a pull to act, to change, and then fear whispered reasons to wait. I saw the conflict inside you. I knew the courage it took just to consider moving. That hesitation was not invisible to me. I knew it came from past pain, from disappointment you did not want to repeat. I watched you grow cautious over time, not because you lacked faith, but because life taught you to be careful. You learned that not every step is safe, not every promise is kept. That learning shaped you. It made you thoughtful and reflective. I saw when caution turned into hesitation that kept you from moving, even when I was calling. There were days you felt far from me, when my presence felt distant or quiet. You wondered if I had stepped back, but distance in feeling is not distance in reality. I never stepped away. I was closer than you realized, walking with you through uncertainty, letting you grow stronger without always announcing my presence. I saw you in moments of disappointment when expectations collapsed quietly. You did not always cry or react outwardly. Often you simply adjusted, lowered your hopes a little more, and kept going. That quiet endurance did not go unnoticed. I saw the strength it took to continue without clarity. I was there when you questioned your own worth, when comparison crept in and told you others were moving ahead while you were falling behind. I heard the thoughts you never spoke aloud. Those thoughts did not define you. They revealed your desire to live well, to be aligned, to matter. I saw that desire even when doubt tried to cover it. I have been calling you through patterns you noticed, but did not fully understand. Through repeated themes in your life, through conversations that lingered longer than expected, through moments when something resonated deeply and you did not know why. Those were not coincidences. They were signals, gentle calls meant to guide your attention. I know the prayers you stopped praying because they felt unanswered. I know the hopes you tucked away because they felt too risky to hold openly. I know the dreams you placed on pause, telling yourself maybe later, maybe someday. Those dreams did not disappear from my sight just because you hid them from your own heart. You never had to explain any of this to me. I already knew. I have been watching and calling you through every stage, every shift, every season. My presence did not depend on your certainty. My calling did not disappear when you hesitated. I stayed. You may feel surprised that I know you this deeply, but intimacy has always been my intention with you. I know your patterns, your fears, your hopes, your resilience. I know when you are pretending to be fine and when you are quietly overwhelmed. Nothing about you is hidden from me. I have been calling you because I believe in who you are becoming, not just who you have been. I have been watching because I care where you are headed, not just where you started. Every nudge, every pause, every moment of restlessness was part of that care. Now that you know I have been present all along, I want you to let go of the idea that you missed me or failed to hear me properly. You heard enough to get here. That is proof. I have not been distant. I have been patient. Stay with me as this truth settles. You do not need to prove anything. You do not need to explain yourself. You are seen. You are known. And I am still calling you. Not from far away, but from right here walking beside you as we move forward together into everything I have prepared for you. Say amen, my healer, if God has ever lifted your broken spirit and made you whole again, and share this video with someone who needs to hear this today.